Dr. Zakir, there are many non-Muslims, no doubt, and I have met some of them, who are confused, and they often ask themselves, what sort of a religion is this in which people of the same city, are not united upon this wonderful day, this celebration of Eid, and also the beginning and the ending of Ramadan. I would really appreciate it if you could comment on that.
I do agree with you that many a time we Muslims make a laughing stock of ourselves. That they wonder what sort of religion is this Islam where people are united. In the same city, you have 2 different days of Eid. Sometimes you have 3 days, 3 different days of Eid. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 3 different days of Eid. So they wonder what sort of religion is this. And for this, as I explained to you in the earlier 2 answers, Islam is very clear. There is an unanimous decision. But we Muslims are to blame. It is not Islam. We Muslims are to blame because the Prophet Muhammad was very clear that we should be united. The Quran is very clear. It is we Muslims who are to blame that we are divided. The problem is not in Islam. The problem is in us Muslims. The problem is that we have many Hilal committees. Many. One city has 3-4 Hilal committees. Or many times there is one Hilal committee, but there are subdivisions, each belonging to one group. So the problem is in us Muslims. We have many Hilal committees, each belonging to one group, one sect, each fighting among themselves, or one Hilal committee having subdivisions. So what happens? That there's ego problem between them. And that happens in many parts of the world, whether it be USA, whether it be UK, whether it be Pakistan, whether it be India. And in Bombay, it has happened several times that Eid is celebrated on 2 different days, sometimes even 3 different days. And what happens? That they have ego problem. That if the witness of group or Hilal Committee A is there, and Hilal Committee B gets angry, or maybe they want that we should announce first, and if Hilal Committee A announces first, B out of the way will differ to prove that we are stronger, and they want to show who has a bigger following. So this is a big fitna. And because of their own ego, the problem we have with Muslim Ummah is that we Muslims, we are being troubled and we are not able to follow our deen because of these groups. So the main problem is the Hilal committees because of the ego problem between themselves. And it has happened several times in several parts of the world that they purposely differ. If Group A announces, Group B will go out of the way to differ. So, what we should have, we should get together and no problem. For the betterment of the Ummah, we should let our ego go down. And we should come together on a common platform. And whoever has more ego, let him lead, no problem. As long as unitedly celebrate the Eid. As the Prophet said, you fast when all the people fast. You break the fast when all the people break the fast. You celebrate Eid, then all the people celebrate Eid. So if you let the ego be reduced and let us come together and say to celebrate the Eid together, then this problem, otherwise this problem will never be solved. And previously there used to be 2 different dates. Now 3rd date has cropped up because of these people following Saudi, which I discussed in my earlier 2 answers. That now they say that okay, we will follow the time of Saudi Arabia. That's another problem. And that has cropped up recently, it has become more. And we find that in Canada, in UK, in USA, there are 3 days of Eid. The infighting amongst the local Hilal committee is one problem, and some people saying we'll follow Saudi Arabia, that's another problem. So they have further increased the problem. So we Muslims should be, as Allah says in the Quran in Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 3, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold the rope of Allah strongly and be not divided. The rope of Allah is the glorious Quran and the Sahih Hadith. So we should hold to it strongly and be not divided.
SubhanAllah, what we need to do is bring back the logic of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when he was placing the black stone, remember the story?
That's right.
If we could have that back,
That's right.
it would be great.
And we see this problem is very little in the Gulf countries. In Saudi Arabia, there's only one committee where whatever they say, everyone follows. And fortunately, even the countries around them, whether it be UAE, whether it be Bahrain, they follow Saudi Arabia because they fall in the same area. It's not that big countries. So there's no problem and we are not laughing stock. They celebrate Eid on one day. When they announce, everyone follows. It's Eid. When they say Ramadan, everyone follows. So they are the best example, the Gulf countries. We Muslims in the non-Muslim countries, we have a problem. We try to show off an ego, etc., try to differ, that's the problem. So we should follow the example of the Gulf countries. Alhamdulillah, they're united and they are one, at least as far as the sighting of the moon is concerned.
Inshallah, it should improve the more educated our youth get and
Inshallah.
start
Inshallah.
taking over the place, inshallah.
Inshallah.